It's that nigga with the cool and mellow shit for your ass. Laying low in the cut.
Hey yo, I know you saw the new intro. It's strong, it's powerful, it's causing all kinds of destruction. And speaking of all kinds of destruction, we have a battle here against what's this dude's name? XDigitalbeam, I think. Yeah, I think that's his name. I kinda don't remember right now. I think that's his name though. But anyways, I got a battle against him, and I have a powerful threat on my team. Clearly, I know you see it. It's not the Scizor, it's not the Terrakion, it's not the Thundurus. It's definitely not the Latias, and it's clearly not the Politoed. So it must be the motherfucking Basculin. Swag. Yes, my girl Sarah gave me her set, and well, it's not her set. I guess it's just a Basculin, I guess. So it's powerful. Fuck, I don't really need to explain any further. And I'm using her nickname too. Suck my dick if you have a problem with it, bitch. Alright, let's get into the battle. Girl, I know you want this. Anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and lead off with my Politoed because I can see that he has no weather on his team, so I really have nothing to lose by doing this. I can get up my rain immediately, help out Basculin's killing power, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, he's going to go ahead and lead off with his Espeon and go straight for the Side Shock. Now, judging by the amount of damage that this Side Shock did to my Politoed, which has max defense and HP, I can pretty much safely assume that that thing is choice specs. I'm going to go ahead and go for the Scald, get a burn. Now, I knew he was going to switch to his Rotom, but just in case he didn't want to switch to his Rotom and maybe just save this thing, maybe just let this thing die, I went for the Scald again because I didn't want to go for the Toxic and poison myself. So I just made the safer of the two moves pretty much. So he does go out to his Rotom though. I'm just going to go for the Protector, just to scout a little bit, see if he's choiced. If he does have the Will-O-Wisp, he's most likely not choiced, and he does go for the Will-O-Wisp because I didn't see leftovers, so I assumed that he might be choiced until he used Will-O-Wisp, so then I assumed that he'd be Resto Chesto, which is pretty common now. So now he does go for the Will-O-Wisp, maybe expecting me to switch out to Latias, I'm thinking. I'm just going to stay and go for the Toxic. Now I'm just going to keep going for the Scald, I believe. Or do I go for Protect again? Nah, that wouldn't make sense. Yeah, it would. What? I don't even remember. Okay, so he goes for the Hydro Pump, probably expecting me to switch out to my Thundurus. That's yes. That's what I was thinking. Okay, I thought he might want to predict the switch to Thundurus, which is why I stayed in, even though he could potentially Volt Switch. So I didn't switch out to Thundurus because once again I made the safer of the two moves. Now here I'm going to predict him to go for the Rest, and he does indeed go for the Rest. So now I'm going to be able to go for the Toxic as he wakes up, which is also good. So my prediction skills were just on 1 billion, 30,000, 100 million. All my niggas go so crazy in this fucking building. Whoop swag, whoop swag. Anyways, so I do predict him. I predicted him to rest, went for the Toxic. Now I'm going to go for the Protect again, just to rack up a little bit of toxic damage before letting him kill me off with whatever move he wants to use. I probably should have just kept spamming Protect now that I think about it, because I'm not going to get out of this situation alive anyways. So I probably should have just kept spamming Protect, but it didn't even matter. I'm just going to let him, I'm just going to allow him to kill me right now. He goes for the Hydro Pump, maybe expecting me to switch out. But either way, he's going to be able to take out my Politoed. So Politoed did work in this first, little session here, this little section of the battle. Now I'm going to go out to my Hello, and Hello is a Terrakion, and I'm predicting him to switch out. So I'm actually going to go straight for the Stealth Rock. Oh, wait, no, I go straight for the Close Combat here. Okay. I do that later. I go for Stealth Rocks later. This thing has Stealth Rocks because there's no other Pokemon with Stealth Rocks on my team, and I need Stealth Rocks because it helps Basculin get those, makes them 2-hit KOs into 1-hit KOs. So I went straight for the Close Combat, even though he does have a Gliscor. Here, I probably should have went straight to Basculin, but I didn't want to get hit with an Earthquake. I don't know. I knew that this thing would be his Stealth Rocker because he has a Gliscor. I guess, well, Landorus and Terrakion can use Stealth Rocks as well, but, it's a Gliscor, so I figured most likely it'd be this thing. But now, obviously, he's not going to go for the, Earthquake, so I'm going to be able to bring in Basculin very, very easily. Now here, I could have stayed in and gone for the Superpower, but I was pretty certain it wasn't going to kill that thing. So I just decided to switch out, go to my FK University. So yeah, he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, probably predicting this thing to come in because I'm not going to stay in against the Rotom. Maybe if the HP was closer to half, I'd stay in and go for the Superpower, but at that point I just couldn't risk it, so I just decided to switch out to my Latias. He burns me, I go for the Thunder, and he's going to be able to Volt Switch out of here, and he's going to go to his Terrakion. Now this thing is scarfed, so no matter what, I'm pretty certain I'd be able to live a hit unless he got a crit. So him missing the Stone Edge right now didn't really change much, because I did still paralyze this thing. It might have, I guess it could have. I probably would have died to burn damage at the end of this turn if he had indeed hit me. But I'm pretty certain I would have been able to live that Stone Edge. But at the end of the day, I really don't give a fuck that he missed, because if he didn't want to miss, he'd use HP Rock. Am I right? He'd use Sandstorm and get some. You feel me? Anyways, so Stone Edge misses, so I can't really help him. I can't really help him there. Anyways, he's going to get paralyzed here, and I'm going to go straight for the Stealth Rock. Obviously, he's choice because he outsped my max speed Latias. So therefore, I am going to be able to get up my Stealth Rocks. Even if he did stay in, I would have been able to live a Stone Edge, obviously. So my Stealth Rocks are up. Now I'm going to go back out to FKU. And, you know, I assume this thing doesn't have Substitute because it, you know, it has Stealth Rock. So it's not that type of Gliscor. So I'm just going to send out my Latias here. He goes for the U-turn, though, which is a good move. Now here he goes for the U-turn again. But before he goes for the U-turn, I'm going to be able to get off a shit ton of damage with a Thunder. And the Thunder is going to do around half, I believe. Well, after the Stealth Rock, it's going to leave it with about half. Well, okay, it did around half. Okay, let me shut up. He's going to kill me off with a U-turn, though. So now, it's time for destruction. There's really nothing else I can say here. This is just a recipe for annihilation. I'm gonna send out my Basculin now. Let's count how many kills this thing gets. A boosted waterfall with adaptability and a choice band is obviously gonna kill that thing. It probably would have killed without any of that stuff, with just the adaptability. But yeah, obviously the Terrakion's gonna die. Now he's gonna send out this King Tut. I'm not faster than that thing. There's no way in hell I'm faster than that thing. So I'm gonna switch out, go to hello. And I wanted him to kill me, but I guess it doesn't matter at this point. He's gonna go for the Substitute. I guess that kind of helps me, to be honest, because now I'm just gonna break his Substitute with a close combat. I went for the close combat over the Stone Edge because I knew I'd be able to at least break the sub with a life or with close combat. So he is going to go ahead and take me out with an Earth Power. And I believe I go out to my Basculin here, right? Yeah, I go out to Basculin. I go for the Aqua Jet. And I cause big damage to some Pokemon by the name of... Oh, he goes out to his Rotom now, right? Is that thing still alive? Yeah, it is. But luckily for me, obviously an Aqua Jet is going to be able to take out that Rotom from where it is. So things are getting good now. His last three Pokemon are Landorus, Gliscor, and Scizor. So here I just have a plan. It's pretty obvious if you ask me, but I guess he fell for it. I'm going to switch out to my PK Face, aka Thundurus T. I knew he'd most likely go for the Earthquake because an Aqua Jet's not going to kill a Gliscor from that amount of HP. So obviously he's going to switch out. So obviously I'm going to go back out to Basculin, as he does indeed go to his Scizor. And me being able to take out his Scizor right now is going to pretty much clinch me the game. Because he can't switch out, because if he switches out, I'm going to be able to KO anything he switches out into. Because his only two Pokemon are Landorus and Gliscor. And me being able to kill his Scizor right now pretty much clinches me the game, because I do have a Scarfed Thundurus. And I can just outspeed both of his last Pokemon and kill him off with an HP Ice. But he does decide to go out to his Gliscor here. I was expecting him to go for the Earthquake, but once again, I do have the game in the bag already. But he actually goes for the U-turn, probably expecting me to switch out or something. I'm not really sure why he did that. But he does go for the U-turn, and I live. I'm really surprised that I live that, because Basculin has horrible defense, but it doesn't need any defense because it's powerful. Basculin's taking a shit on everything, treating this man's team like toilet water. Oh my lord, Basculin, why do you have to do this to this man? But anyways, I'm going to be able to take out the rest of his Pokemon with powerful, strong, destructive Aqua Jets. So that was a good game. XDigitalbeam, aka Eric, aka Whoop. Yeah, your new name is Whoop. So yeah, good game, mate. And I'd like to thank Oscar Salas for the intro and the outro and the watermark. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Check out these videos, though.